Hey everyone, Caffeine Man here. Welcome to day 2 of our Holland America New England cruise from Boston to Quebec City on the Zuiderdam. This video is part of a playlist of our entire vacation, so if there's anything else that you want to know, be sure to check out the playlist for the entire trip. If you're watching this on the day that I posted the video, the whole playlist isn't going to be there because I'm posting one every day, but eventually I'll have all the videos from all the days. Of course, I do want to start off with a little bit of a pre-warning. We had a pretty shaky start to our first day of vacation, so there might be a little bit of complaining at the beginning of the video because there were some issues, but I encourage you to stay until the end of the video to see how those things were resolved, and so that you can actually see our trip to Bar Harbor, Maine, in which we had a really nice day. Here is day 2 of the Holland America New England cruise, Bar Harbor, Maine. Hey guys, Caffeine Man here, and today we are on day 2 of our trip. It is the morning. We just came back from our breakfast buffet, and I am having myself a clear cut energy drink. And that is pretty much the only good part of the morning that it's been. I say we've been having a not so good time for our first 2 days. It was really hot yesterday, and we just thought that maybe it was because we were in harbor, but we had a problem sleeping last night because our room didn't get any cooler. And it's not like it's extremely hot in here, but it's definitely not cool. And when you're trying to sleep, my pillow was getting really hot. I'd have to say it's probably in the mid 70s, maybe even a high 70s in the room. And the thing is, the entire ship is like that. And I even talked to a couple of the crew members, and they're like, yeah, it's a bit warm on here. And I have to say, I think it's because it is an older crowd, because I think we're the only ones complaining. We are up to 6 people that are younger than us now. It was 4 last night, or 3 or 4 last night. We're up to 6 now. And yeah, and everyone seems to be perfectly fine with the temperature, but it's warm. So if you're someone who likes warm ships and stuff, like all the cruises you've been on been too cold, then Holland America will be for you, but it's not for us. We did complain. The guy said he is going to have the technician come in and take a look at the air conditioning in here, but we don't think it's the room. We think it's the entire ship, because we just went to breakfast and it was warm there. We're having a tough time because a lot of the lines are moving very slow. A lot of people are indecisive in what they want. A lot of people are picking up the food with their hands and eating it, and it's just not what we're really used to. Now, today is our Bar Harbor day. We had an excursion planned, but we looked at the weather the day before we got on the ship, and it said it was supposed to rain and pour all day long. So we were supposed to go to Arcadia National Park, and we didn't want to go to a park outdoors just in the rain. It's supposed to be able to take beautiful scenic pictures and things like that. We've been on excursions in the rain before in different places, but we figured since it's Maine, we're in Rhode Island, if we want to see Arcadia National Park, we could always drive there on our own. So for the amount of money we were going to pay for the excursion, we decided to cancel the excursion. Now, the interesting thing to know is that we weren't able to cancel on the phone. We tried to call up and they said, oh no, you have to cancel it on the ship. Now, in a world where technology is amazing, where they actually have a really great app, the Holland America app, where you can book stuff, you can see the schedule for the day and all that stuff. I recommend you downloading it. You do have to pay for the ship's Wi-Fi if you want to use all the stuff on there, but so be it. Since you can book stuff on the app, you can do everything through the computer and everything, why can't you call up on the phone and cancel your excursion? They make it difficult for you. So we did go to cancel the excursion. The guy at the excursion desk said that you usually need 48 hours advance to be able to get a full refund, but because it was the first day on the ship and Bar Harbor was the very next day, they were going to waive that 48-hour period, because there was no way for us to cancel it 48 hours if you have to be on the ship. So just something good to know. If you are looking to cancel an excursion, you do have to do it 48 hours in advance, and they only let you do it on the ship, or at least that's how it is on this ship. Now, that being the case, all the people that are on the excursions are getting tendered off. Bar Harbor is a tender port. Basically, the ship doesn't come up to a dock. No, you have to be put on a tender boat, which is a smaller boat that takes you to Bar Harbor. Now, they take all the people that are on the cruise excursions first so that they can get their excursions done, but it is good to know that it is, what is it, 9:30 now?
Yep.
It is 9:30 now, and we were in port at 8 o'clock, and we thought that we were going to have from 8 o'clock to 2:30 in Bar Harbor, but they let the excursion people go first, and as of right now at 9:30, we still don't have permission to tender over because we're not on an excursion, and we are not priority members, so we probably won't get to Bar Harbor until at least 10 in the morning. So if you're someone who's booking a third-party excursion, keep in mind that you are on the ship until they actually let you off, because you do have to tender in. That being said, for us personally, it's not a huge deal. We don't have any plans. We made reservations for lunch at 12 o'clock at a place called Galyns. So if they do let us off by 10 o'clock or so, we're probably going to explore Bar Harbor a little bit. I'll take you guys along, take some pictures, take some B-roll for you, and we'll see how it goes, because even though it was supposed to be raining and pouring for the excursion, according to the weather app, it is actually it's not raining now. It's actually fairly sunny. It's partly cloudy, so maybe it's gonna rain a little bit later, but as of right now, the weather's actually fine. So we're gonna see if we can explore Bar Harbor a little bit before coming back onto the boat.
See what we can find for energy drinks.
I'm not sure how many touristy towns have a variety of energy drinks. It's mostly probably gonna be Rockstar, Monster, Red Bull, Reign, but it might be some Celsius too, which doesn't help me out much. But I will see you guys in a little bit. So it is 10:15, and they just told us that it's going to be about 45 minutes for the next tender boat to come. So yeah, we're not going to spend much time in port. We're not very happy about it, but I'm hanging out with Van Dyke, and are you very happy about this? As you can see, he is speechless. All right, so we are hanging out by the World Center stage because it's hot over there at the casino. They have a ton of people waiting. It's got to be in the high 70s over there. This whole ship, it's just really, really warm. So we came over here. It's probably low 70s, maybe 75. But it is warm, but we are out of the way. I'm trying to keep my arms cool by holding on to these cold bars. It's insane. We're not very happy about it. And I showed you that card that said number 9 on it. They just announced number 1. So if they're going in order, 1 through 9, we might miss our 12 o'clock reservation. It's like almost 10:30 now. And I don't understand how this makes sense to them, where they say you're going to be in port from 8 to 2:30, and the last boat back is 2:30, when you can't even get off the boat. You know, like even if we were here early, you can't leave based on like your cabin number. Can you still see me? And they don't like me recording, so they turn the lights off on me. But
they're trying to keep it cooler since their AC doesn't work. They're using lights.
Or maybe they just don't want us recording because we're talking bad about the ship. But we're not happy with this experience so far, because we're not going to have any time in Bar Harbor. So if you plan a third-party excursion, you're going to be out of luck. You miss it, yeah. So because and like I said, we had 12 o'clock reservations at a restaurant, and we're uncertain if we're actually going to make it. So we're not going to have any time in Bar Harbor. I just think that's horrible on Holland America's. Whatever they plan. I don't know. Let's just end the video here. When you get off the ship, they have this nice little touristy area, your standard touristy items, shirts, sweatshirts, of course ponchos and umbrellas, as the weather has been on and off rainy. More of a mist or sprinkle than actual rain. A very beautiful area though. They did a nice job in making it look presentable, and it's not just this area, but most of Bar Harbor was really nice. Here is a quick walking tour of the different things you'll see on the main roads. Main roads. Get it? And we found a Walgreens. We stopped in to see the selection. I guess everyone buys their drinks here. And as expected, besides a few Alani Nus, a lot of your most common energy drink options such as Monster, Red Bull, no Rockstar, so just extremely limited for the energy drinks. Then again, the Walgreens near me is also fairly limited. Walgreens not really known for their energy drink variety overall. After grabbing a Cosmic Stardust Alani Nu, we made our way over to our lunch destination at Galyns. Is it Galyns? I thought it was Galyns, but it looks like it's Galyns. Because the L is first, Galyns. But who would call their restaurant Galyns? I think it's just Galyns. I don't know. Let's just go in. I'm hungry. I ended up getting the Lazy Man lobsters since I'm kind of a lazy guy, and came with some broccolini and wild brown red rice. Probably some of the best rice I have ever had, and although the lobster was delicious, the portion was kind of small. I probably should have gotten the full lobster. I just wasn't looking forward to breaking open a lobster in some fancy restaurant. My wife had the haddock sandwich and said it was one of the best fish sandwiches she has ever had. When the check came, they also gave us a postcard, a nice little keepsake for the photo album. I mean, the food was really good, but not something I would write home about. Next up was dessert. We went to the pink pastry shop because we have to stop at every bakery we see, and wait until you see this collection. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice. And oh my goodness, look at those. One of everything, please. And as beautiful as all those were, we brought them on the ship for us to try out later, so stay until the end of the video where we taste them out. As we continued to walk, even the side streets had nice houses and shops, and just everywhere you looked had beautiful scenery. Eventually, it was time to take the tender back, and it was a slow walk to the boat. Hey guys, so it is 2:30. We are back on the ship. I probably just showed you some B-roll of our day in Bar Harbor, and I gotta say, it was a really nice day. Even though we didn't get there until close to like 11 o'clock or 11:15, I probably took a picture of it. We still had a nice day. We spent a couple hours there. We got to walk through the streets. Very, very beautiful, scenic area. And we saw lots of different restaurants, lots of different stores. Had an amazing lunch at Galyns. The lobster was great. I mean, Maine lobster, you can't really go wrong. Then we found a pastry shop that I gave you a tour of. Coming up just a little bit, I'll show you actually what we got, because right now we're going someplace else, so we can't eat those desserts right now. We're putting them in the fridge for later. But right now, I'm kind of excited, and it's gonna sound silly, but on one of our first cruises, like over 15 years ago, one of the events they had was called Tea Time, and it was one of the highlights of our cruise. Maybe because the events, we weren't overly fond of the events that they had on the ship, but it was really amazing. I'm a big fan of tea, so for them to have a tea time I thought was interesting. But they gave out these amazing little bite-sized desserts and stuff, and some of them were like cream puffs and just amazing desserts, little snacks actually, and little finger sandwiches and everything. And apparently they actually had that on this ship today at 3 o'clock, and they're supposed to have it just about every day. So I'm excited to go there and try that out and see if that's something we're going to be doing almost every day if we aren't on an excursion. And I will show you what we got right now. And by right now, I mean, I wanted to give you an update on the room situation. We did go to guest services. We did report the situation. And they said they were going to take a look at it while we were in Bar Harbor. We came back to the room, and it was 68 degrees in Bar Harbor, and it was actually cooler outside than it was in our room when we came back. So it is still in the mid 70s in the room. It's fairly warm, and they called us to let us know that they did actually adjust it, but it might take an hour or so until it gets back up to temperature. So fingers crossed, because there are no other rooms to switch to. It's a full ship, and I believe there's 2,400 people on the ship, and our grand total right now, 12 people that are younger than us on the ship. I will keep you posted daily on how many people we get to see the percentage of younger people on this ship. Now on to tea time. Alright guys, here we are at tea time, and even though I brought a wireless microphone for special occasions like this when it's loud and I'm far away from the camera, it didn't work for me, so it's time to paraphrase. We got some great looking pastries here, and I cannot tell you how delicious these look. On this top layer, it looks like we have an apple Danish maybe, also an orange cupcake. On the next plate is some yummy whipped cream pastries, and I just can't resist this one. Let's look at this one. This is a biscuit with whipped cream, some jelly spread, and raisins. It looks like the best thing on here in my opinion. And the last plate, can't forget that, is just some finger snacks, maybe sandwiches, which I don't really care about. So let's go ahead and let's just eat this. Yeah. Come on, guy, eat it. What are you waiting for? Or should I open it and then show it to you? Just eat it. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I had to laugh a little there when I was eating it because it was just so good. The biscuit is fresh and light. The whipped cream tastes like a real whipped cream. It is also fairly light, and it's just really yummy. And if I didn't say it earlier, it's very delicious. One of the best desserts on the ship so far, and yum, yummy, yum, good, really good. Did I say it was good? Man, it's good. And am I going over everything? No, this video would take far too long if I gave you everything. So here is what I tried and how it scored, just so you know what it tasted like in case you want to consider going to tea time. Hey everybody, we are back. It is the end of the night, and I wanted to let you guys, want to give you an update because the day did start off a little rough, as you know, but as you just saw, tea time was amazing, the favorite thing of the day, just about. And then we had a nice dinner, and we went around the ship a little bit, and now, guess what? Oh, and when we came back to the room, it is actually nice and cool in here, so they did actually fix the temperature in here. It is amazing what body temperature can do. Like, when we're hot and miserable for day after day, it really wears on you. So just the fact that it's actually cool and comfortable in here is just amazing to us. So but what is also amazing is what we have here. That's right, this is what we picked up when we were in Bar Harbor. This right here is a blueberry scone. When you're in Maine, you have to get blueberry because that is what they are known for, and I actually love blueberry scones. It is actually one of my favorite items when I go to Panera Bakery. Now we also have this right here. I'm not sure if you can see inside. I'm gonna try and help the camera woman out. And this was called the Summer Shack something. And I think it's like a cheesecake with blueberry, lemon, and some kind of a frosting on top, or cream on top. I'll find out shortly. I don't know what it is exactly. But and then this is the chocolate peanut butter something. What is it called? Chocolate
peanut butter explosion.
Chocolate peanut butter explosion. My goodness, that looks amazing. So why don't we go ahead, and I am gonna try the Summer Shack first and get you guys a better idea of what this is, what it tastes like. Oh, I see some white cake in there. I think it's a white cake. Oh yeah. It is a white cake with a blueberry, lemon, and then some cheesecake as well. So you got a little bit of everything in there. And even this cream on the top, this is like a almost like a whipped cream or buttercream frosting. White cake in the middle, cheesecake on the bottom. Very, very, very good. While we are here, let's try out this scone, see how it competes with Panera. It is good. It is fresh baked. The only thing that's missing is that little bit of a sprinkle of a powdered sugar that they put on there, but otherwise really, really good, and not as crumbly as the one that they have at Panera, if you're familiar with the Panera scones. It's a little bit softer, a little bit more dense. As for this right here, that is not mine. I could take the camera if the other person wants to try it. The other person does not want to try it. So I will just put something on the screen somewhere over here to give you where her rating is of it. And that is the end of day 3. We might actually go to the 9 o'clock show.
You're not gonna try it?
It's yours.
You have to try it.
I'm being forced to try it now. Here we go. A little bit of the chocolate, get some peanut butter. Go. Wow. I'm glad I was forced to try it. This is really good. I wouldn't say it's like the absolute best chocolate cake that I've had, but it is a really, really, really good chocolate cake. It is moist. It is not too chocolatey, like not too dark, like death by chocolatey, but it's a good chocolate cake, and the peanut butter in there is amazing. And it's even got peanut butter and chocolate chips in there, so it really does give you that Reese's peanut butter feel to it. So really, really good. And now that I've tried that, I forgot where I was. I think I was wrapping up. This is going to be the end of day 3, Bar Harbor. Started off a little rocky,
Day 2.
ended strong, day 2. We might go see a show. There is a 9 o'clock show that we might go see. I'll give you an update tomorrow. And then tomorrow we're going to be in Halifax. Very excited to go to Halifax. We're going to be taking a walk on the boardwalk there, trying lots of different foods. And it's probably the one that we're actually most excited about because as you can see, we are foodies. So I will see you guys tomorrow. For the evening show, we saw Step 1 Dance Group. Tonight's show was a combination of a light show and a dance show. Of course, we were not allowed to record it, but you can see several movie screens on the stage. And to give you an example of what we saw, a dancer would come out holding a dark lantern. Eventually, she would reach into the lantern and throw some stardust into the air, and it sprinkled over all of the screens for an amazing light and dance show. And that's just an example. There were lots of great scenes using light and dance, and it was just an amazing show overall. After that, we decided to party the night away in the Rolling Stone Lounge because we are party people, and this is what we came upon. Did I mention that it was an older crowd? Yeah. If you found this video useful, definitely feel free to give it a like, as well as leave me a comment down below. If you know of anyone else who might be interested in this video, definitely feel free to share it. If you are curious about the rest of the trip, I will include a playlist right here for you of the entire Holland America New England cruise from Boston to Quebec. Once all the videos are uploaded, I will also point you to a playlist right here of my caffeine safety videos. Even though I primarily review energy drinks, caffeine safety is important and a subject I feel everyone should be educated on. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, have yourselves a great day. Or night.